A big warm welcome to you all to Narara Ecovillage. Thanks very much for coming. I'm Lyndall and I'm the founder of this amazing place. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional guardians of this land, and I hope that we can learn and emulate from their custodianship over the years. It's a perfect time for you to be visiting us right now. We've got 40 of the first stage 60 homes already built and quite a number of people already living here. We're meeting, having dinners together, meetings together, getting to know each other as neighbours. And one thing is for sure, we are fantastic neighbours to each other. We've seen that as we've moved through the interesting times of the coronavirus. At the same stage, we're working on the second phase of our development, which is that land just as you entered through the gates of Narara Ecovillage. We have a development application in with the Central Coast Council, and we're awaiting approval right now. Narara Ecovillage is such an interesting and vibrant project. The people involved here are the developers, the actual funders, the future residents, and also the decision makers here. We actually don't have a bank involved in this project, and I can tell you that's been huge in the actual development and timeline too. We probably wouldn't be here today if we'd have had a bank involved. It's taken us quite some time because we're pushing boundaries. It's a project that actually concentrates on the triple bottom line. So not only are we interested in environmental sustainability, which of course is very important to us, we're also interested in social sustainability, getting on with our neighbours, helping each other, and also economic sustainability too. A large portion of that, of course, is not having a bank involved. We're also looking at microeconomic sustainability too, so in developing different projects as we go forward and businesses as we go forward as well. So we've got quite a legendary history here. It goes back quite some time. I suppose the first part started in about 2006 when we got together in Greenwich and actually launched this particular project. Different things happened. We palled up with some developers from Western Australia that got into trouble with the global financial crisis, and at that point we lost the project and we lost this land on which we were bidding. The government took this land off the market at that time, and we had to retreat because we didn't have our partners to go forward with. After about 3 years, the land came back on the market, and the little small team of people that were involved here absolutely knew that this was the place where this eco-village had to be. So we were hanging on for those 3 years until it came back on the market again. So we signed a contract in 2012, and then in 2013 we actually settled the land. Oh my gosh, if you could have heard the roar of excitement, you know, when that happens. Whoops, sorry about that. The roar of excitement when that happened. It was just so joyful because we just did not think that there was any other land that met with all the criteria that we wanted. So we settled that land 2013, and then following that, we actually started the development, and it went forward quite slowly as we were pushing boundaries with the councils. Some of you here today may be interested in how you get involved in this. Some of you might be interested in exploring the possibility of living here one day. So we encourage you to come to a number of events. We have things like working bees and dinners and workshops, and you're welcome to sort of come to all of those. After you've decided that it's for you, you then join the co-op by buying some shares in the cooperative, and we all have a share in this particular cooperative. And so going forward with that, after stage 2 has been developed and we have the infrastructure in and titles can be issued, you can actually settle your lot. Once you've settled your lot, you can consider what sort of home you actually might put there. You buy the land community title freehold. Our lawyer said the best way to describe that to people is most people are familiar with strata. So this is a bit like horizontal strata. you will actually own your own home and have a share in the common facilities here. There are lots of possibilities going forward in stage 2. We're being far more creative than we were able to be in stage 1. And so people are actually forming groups to get together, to actually possibly buy one lot together. And with clever architecture and various legal possibilities, we can have separate dwellings on the one lot. So this gives us the possibility for smaller footprint homes and also far more affordable homes. And we have a group called the Clan Group, Collaborative Living at Narara Ecovillage formed. And we have quite a number, like maybe 70 people on that list who are out to explore the possibility of living here with different ideas on collaborative living and going forward here. So if you'd like to find out more about that, please contact us and we'll get you involved in the group there. I think it's one of the most exciting things that's happening at Narara Ecovillage right now. You may want to have some idea of the timeline on stage 2 too. It's difficult to be precise, but we can give you a heads up on where we are. So the development application has been submitted to the council and we're expecting a positive response any day now. At the same time, we're working on sending out the briefs for the infrastructure providers. So the roads have to be built, the trenches for the power and sewage have to be built, and we estimate that this might happen later on the year, early 2020. After that, titles can be issued, and that means people can actually settle their lots. I'd say that that's sometime middle to 3/4 through 2022. But the best part of all is that you can actually join us now and secure your future here. And also at the same time, get to know your neighbours, which is really important, and start participating in life here one way or another. There's quite a few people doing that right now. So before I let you go, I just want to tell you a few ways that you can get involved here. Of course, you can speak to any of us. Generally, we have our name tags on and they're quite colourful. So you'll generally find that we're a pretty friendly bunch, I think, once you start talking to us. We're quite proud on what we've achieved here, and we don't mind sort of telling you a little bit about it. You can follow us on social media, of course. You can contact us through the website. You can email us info@nararaecovillage.com, and you can find a phone number to contact us on the website too. We will have events, we have dinners from time to time, and the lovely thing is, following COVID, we're opening up to quite a number of things face-to-face. But of course, we're still having some meetings on Zoom, and in many cases, you can join some of those meetings and get a sense of how we do things here. We use a pretty interesting form of governance and decision-making here called sociocracy, which we think is way more transparent and fair than perhaps some other existing ways of governing ourselves. So you might like to check that out too. We're pretty proud of the way we're going forward there. And as long as we have our needle pointed on sociocracy and the values that are attached to that, I think that we can certainly achieve many of our goals that way. So I just want to thank you so much for coming. We're very proud of this place, as I just mentioned. And so for you to come here, it's just been a joy for us to be able to show and tell what we're doing here. I hope you'll come again, and please contact us at any time. We'd love to chat to you. Bye for now.